Anyways, that was funny. Good highlight.
He stomped around. OLED.
Alright, so the new Switch is here.
Oh, yes.
With an OLED screen, the QLED technology, bringing the Switch into the next generation. At least we get to watch some funny actors. You always have to love Nintendo commercials for their acting. I think I saw somebody on Twitter pointing out that at one point you're going to see a girl playing the Zelda trailer. I think it's her. It's like, lady, you're playing the trailer. This guy doesn't even want to see his wife. He's like, I'm home, but I'm just going to stay here in the anteroom.
Yeah.
She doesn't know that I've come home. I hope she doesn't notice me. I already spent 4 hours at the gym to avoid this.
Does anyone use this stand? I have never used it.
Are you guys going to order something, or? It has a new stand now, right? So maybe it'll be better.
It doesn't matter if I've never used it.
Unleash the simulated family, as what's his name says.
Checkmate.
Sometimes, like on planes.
Hey, they included a feature that should have been included from day one. Wow, thank you, Nintendo, for adding a 30-cent cost to you Ethernet port to the dock.
That was him chatting on the phone with other people who are playing.
Because he has to, because they have an integrated voice chat.
Yeah.
Oh man. Y'all been using this every day?
God, it got so popular. I'm afraid to break it, so I've never used a stand. I feel like that with this stand, like it feels finicky.
You get an OLED, slightly larger screen, LAN port, bigger stand. If you didn't have a Switch yet, I guess, OLED screens can be pretty for sure. There's an OLED iPad out that one day maybe would like to have. It's deeper blacks. Like the black will, if you have a phone that isn't OLED and you've ever seen the border of your phone that's so nice and deep black, and then you bring up something that's supposed to be black and you're like, oh, that's not. You'll only notice when it's dark in the room and you're like, oh, black isn't quite black on my screen, because it's always lit a little bit. It becomes like a dark, dark, dark gray. And it's like, you notice for sure, like OLED screens look beautiful.
It's still 720p.
Do you need an OLED with 720p graphics? It's like, why is it still 720p graphics when iPhone's DPI has been 370 per inch for the longest time? This thing is 270 or something and this is an old phone, I think. All I know is iPhones are somewhere between 1080p and 4K. And you've still got 720p on the Switch. But I guess it's also, the Switch isn't the price of a $1,000 phone, so. If you don't have a Switch, I can understand it. I don't see it. If you're going out and you're if you can find a buyer for your old Switch and this is a $50 upgrade.
Right.
Okay, $100 upgrade maybe. That's worth it to you. I can't imagine being I'd like 2 Switches, one that's OLED and one that sits in the corner.
Yeah.
It seems like a waste of money to me.
Yep,
but,
me too.
But anyway.
I'm happy with my Switch.
I mean, the Switch is doing what it does. No word on whether they fixed the drift with this new Switch. Problem that continues to dog the company, and that the company doesn't seem to give a shit about. Who's usually been a solid hardware maker, still has shit control.